Hi guys, welcome to Short No Life. So in today's video, we are going to do like a half a rainbow type nail set. You'll see what I mean in a second. But first up, Nail Reserve is actually having a back in stock sale right now. There will be a link in the description box if you want to check that out. Nail Reserve is a vegan, 9-free formula, cruelty-free brand, and they have some beautiful colors and some nice polishes. I do recommend them. If you're looking for some good polishes, this is definitely the time to stock up with this 60% off sale. So again, that link will be in the description box down below, and it is a time sensitive code. I believe they told me it was 20 days, and I did post it in the community tab. That was the first day. So I'm gonna do a little math and I'll try to figure out the correct date. If I can't, it won't be a thing on the screen, but I'll try to pop it up on the screen if it is. So I have put down a base coat on these nails as you just saw, and I did prep them off camera. In case you're curious, I do use a acetone to prep my tips, and then I'll also use a primer as well, just to make sure that they're properly primed. Since this is a Nail Reserve video, I really wanted to use only Nail Reserve colors, but unfortunately I do not have a ton of Nail Reserve colors, and I really didn't want to do a lot of mixing with the colors I do have because I am bad at color theory. I get lucky sometimes and get to the right color. So yeah, that's why you see me using other colors right now. But I tried to use as many Nail Reserve products as I possibly could, so you can at least see the quality of the products. I just wanted to talk about something I have seen everywhere right now, and that is duck nails. I feel like one day I just woke up and they became super popular. Like, where did they come from? How did they get back here? So yeah, I would love to hear you guys' opinion about duck nails. Are you into them? Because there are some really pretty designs. I cannot lie, I've seen a lot of gorgeous ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of them. So I'm just going to do a French tip right now. I feel like I have gotten a little bit better with French tips on a square nail. This is the first time I think I've done this on this shape, and one of the nails is a little sideways, so just ignore it. But it doesn't even look bad, to be honest. When you look at the nail set, you can't even tell. I just know because I drew it. So now I'm just going to matte top coat all of the nails so I can draw on them. Next up, I'm going to put Pool Party, Malibu, and Royal Green on my palette. So this nail design is a journey. You guys know I tell you all the time, I am not the best drawer. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, drawer. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But anyway, I am not the best drawer, and I really want to get better at it. So I'm going to try to keep doing it more on this channel. So at first, this nail, I was confident. I was like, okay, yes, I could do this. So I'm swirling the nails, and it's not as swirly as I wanted it to be. So I was thinking maybe it's the brush, but I kept going, but it's not as swirly as I wanted. So I lined the nails up side by side so I could see how they go, how they would meet. So right here is where I felt like I messed up. You see how I'm making the beginning of it thick? I felt like I should have made that thin, because that's where the other nail stopped as a thin part. But what I should have really did was made both sides of that part thicker and then had it be a little bit thinner in the middle, if that makes sense. I hope you understand where I'm going. But like I said, I thought the brush that I was using was a little thick. I didn't want to cut my yellow brush because I really like that brush, so I cut this cheap brush that you can get from Shein, and I cut it as thin as possible. And to be honest, I have a longer brush that probably would have worked a lot better than this brush. I'm not sure, I'll have to test that out. But they were becoming a little bit more swirly like I wanted, so I'm not going to complain about that. So I'm gonna be honest and tell you guys this. At this point, I was really like, okay, I messed up. And I only had 2 nails done when I said that I messed up and I need to figure out how to fix these nails. But I kept going because I was like, there's no way I messed up that bad. So what I ended up doing was, once I got all the purple down on the nail, I decided I'm going to do each nail one at a time to see how it would look. Because I was initially going to do purple, then blue all the way across the nails, and then green all the way across the nails. But I wanted to know if it wasn't going to look good from the beginning, so I started doing the purple, blue, and the green at one time. And some of the lines are messed up if you see them. I do perfect them as best as I can off camera. When I got it a little bit closer to my face, I thought that would be easier. This nail is the nail that I felt the most confident because I liked the way the swirl was going. This nail made me a little bit more confident. So like I said, I just kept going. But what I will say is, I kind of wish that I did do 5 colors and just mix red, orange, and yellow to match the rest of the colors. I feel like had it been more, it would have looked a lot more what I was going for. But again, I was trying to use my nail reserve colors and I didn't want to do some mixing. So now all I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this Bling It gel by LGN Pro, and I'm just going to put that over the rainbow portion. And is it still technically called a rainbow even though we're missing 3 colors? I don't know. But this was just to make it look like it was 3D. I don't feel like you kind of get the 3D portion from the camera. I don't think it does a good job showing it. But I will say, when it gets to that thinner part of the nails, I would say try to get that as thin as possible to make it look good, or even use a cleanup brush to make that look good. I didn't, and it looks like the nail is just wide. Well, not the nail, but that portion is just wide and doesn't go. So I think if I cleaned it up, that would have looked a little bit better. But I didn't realize it until after I cured it. This was my first time doing anything like this. So as you just saw, I put matte top coat on the nail because I didn't think to just wipe the nail off with some alcohol to remove the sticky layer of those rainbows. But I just put the matte top coat on, and then I put the base coat on everything but the rainbow portion. I did put the nails in the lamp and they kind of flash cured. They didn't cure all the way through. And now I'm putting flakes on that portion. And you just want to remove the tacky layer from the rainbow because you don't want the flakes to attach to the rainbow. Then you will not be able to get that off at all. It will take a lot of scrubbing to get that off. And I knew that I did not want to do that. So I am being very careful as well with this base coat, because by it not being cured all the way, it could still potentially get on the rainbow and stick. So I'm being very careful. And now I'm just going to kind of encapsulate those flakes with this base coat. And this is a base coat that I use for glitter, chrome powder, pigments, flakes, anything like that, because I don't mind the flakes getting into that. So I'm just doing this so once I put my matte top coat on top of this, it won't get into my matte top coat. It's fully covered. And now I'm putting my matte top coat on top. I have no clue why, but I have been obsessed with matte nails. I think it's a thing. I don't even wear matte nails on my own hands. I always wear glossy. So it's kind of weird, but I love matte. And like these flakes matte, it's just so beautiful to me. It just looks like a galaxy. So that's where the stars kind of came in. That wasn't a part of my original design. I just thought once those flakes hit it, it was just so pretty. So I'm just doing a 4-point star, and as you can see, you just put a dot on the nail and you just drag it up, drag it down. And I didn't even mention this, but if you saw I put 2 dots on the nails originally and then a minute later they were gone, that's because I messed up the first part. I messed up the first dots, so I removed them and then I redrew them. And now I just added a couple of extra dots around the nail to give it more of that night sky universe type look. Now I'm going to make the rainbow 3D. I don't know what happened to this clip, but I did matte top coat the nails again at some point. I don't know if it was before or after I did the 3D, but I'm thinking it was before, because it would have been so much easier just to put this on top. So yeah, I just put the Bling It gel on top of the rainbow. And those nails are complete. So with this is like my homemade rhinestone kit. I'm going to do a few rhinestones on the plain French nails. I will be honest and say this was not a part of my original design, so let me know what you guys think about the bling, because I honestly was going to leave it as like a plain set, but it just kept feeling plain to me. So I just started blinging stuff up, and I really didn't have a plan where it was going or how it was going. And I did kind of remove the bigger ones on this nail and went with smaller ones so I can make it just a tad bit bigger. And now I'm just going to bling the top of this nail up. Like I said, I really have no plan. I did kind of do this one before I put anything on the nail, but this was not planned at all. So something else you can kind of see is that I put too much glue gel on here. I keep doing this. I keep messing up with that. Do not put this much rhinestone glue on here, because it can mess up your crystals and take away the shine. So I'm just feathering some of that glue out so it doesn't dry in the light as like a hard lump. But yeah, try to use less glue than me. And then I'm just showing you, I did top coat around those stones, and this is my finished product. Definitely tell me guys what you think of this nail set. Some of this, honestly, I was making up as I was going, but I love how it turned out. I think it was really cute. But thank you guys for joining me. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I make new videos twice a week. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Bye.